Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Lena. Welcome back to another video. So today we're talking about my anticipated releases for the year. This list, of course, is always not updated because throughout the year we have new announcements. It is what it is. But I have here a couple of releases that I know are coming out this year that I really want to try. A little bit of a disclaimer. I love that, well, not a lot, but a couple of these don't know exactly what they are about. But I'm doing my prediction based on vibes only, basically. Okay, so let's just get started. The first one I got very recently, not physically, but I got this on my TBR. This is Don't Let the Forest In. And this sounds like right up on my alley. I'm a huge fan of YA horror. For some reason, it works better for me than adult horror. I don't know what it is, but I find those things more terrifying than adult horror, like the themes. And they are usually just like more original and better. I don't know why, but I really don't like paranormal horror. And this one seems to be just like monstrosity type of horror, which is something that I actually much prefer. Is it me? Or Goodreads has been working like shit for like at least like 2 fucking weeks. It's just so annoying. It takes so much time to actually fucking load, and then it just does not work. It stops working all the time and it makes me genuinely so mad. But yeah, it's a psychological thriller set in this very weird woods, and I don't know, it sounds really appealing. I don't remember when it's coming out, but let me check. It's coming out on October, so it's a long way around, but still, it sounds really cool. The cover alone is just worth it, basically. Then we have a new book by Stephen Graham Jones. This is I Was a Teenage Slasher, and I really like this author. His books are very weird. He writes mostly like, I feel like slashers, basically, and I really like his books. I really like one of his short stories. I cannot remember the name right now, but it was my favorite by him, besides My Heart's a Chainsaw. But yeah, it's a horror book set on Texas. Sounds terrifying, I know. But yeah, I really want to try this one. Sounds amazing. So yeah, we'll see. So this next one is Womb City. And I'm so grateful that this cover is more of a sci-fi. I'm very like, I have a huge phobia against pregnant women and pregnant bellies. They give me the ick so badly. It's true. Like I'm not, it's just, I cannot help myself. So I have this one, which I actually really like the cover. It reminds me a lot of Stranding. Death Stranding. That. It reminds me a lot of Death Stranding. So I basically picked this one up, and it's a sci-fi book set on Botswana, which has folklore mixed into it, and it seems like really cool. Honestly, I cannot give you like an exact summary. I think it's how far will a mother go to protect his child or something like that. But it has like that weird like techno feeling to it, which I really like and really enjoy in books and media in general. So yeah, this one. Yoon Lee is coming out with a new book. This is Moonstorm. I love their previous work. It's there. This one's Nine Fox Gambit, basically. What was the name of the series? Hexarchy, something like that. Well, Nine Fox Gambit. I loved Nine Fox Gambit a lot. I read the whole trilogy. It was amazing. I loved it. It's so complex. It's very hard science fiction in my opinion, and I loved it for that. I am so excited. I haven't even checked what this one is about. I just have this cover, and I know that it's by Yoon Lee. So I know it's going to be amazing. I don't need anything else. If you like his previous work, we need to check this one out. Then I have here an Evocation in Malice. And I don't usually gravitate towards this type of read. But honestly, it's by the author of A Dowry of Blood, which I love. I love A Dowry of Blood. I think it's a fantastic book. I love that it's in diary form, the same exact way as Dracula. And it's basically a retelling of the Brides of Dracula. And it was fantastic. So when I saw that this author was coming out with a new book that is a dark academia apparently, I was just like, yeah, it's probably going to be heavy in the romance, probably. I don't care. It's going to be amazing. She writes like a very deep angst, and you can feel it. It's great. It's amazing. It's very well done, at least in A Dowry of Blood. So I have like huge hopes for this one. This one also. If I wasn't already excited by Yoon Lee's book, the authors of The Expanse, James S.A. Corey, are coming out with a new series. This is The Mercy of Gods. And this is basically about like fighting an alien race that is conquering these planets. And I fucking love this. You cannot, well, maybe you can't tell by my face, but I'm so excited to finally have new sci-fi series that I know I'm going to love. Sci-fi was my thing 2 years ago, but last year I had a huge fantasy kick, which is really weird for me since I really gravitate more towards sci-fi, but I was feeling fantasy, and now I want to be on the sci-fi wagon again. I want it so badly, and they have a new book. Like, I know it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited. I have extremely high expectations. I do not care. I know it's going to be great. And I forgot, I have another book by S.T. Gibson, the author of A Dowry of Blood. This is Evocation, which I saw the cover, I saw the author, and I was also like, yeah, I need to read this. Also, I'm just going to read you the tagline of this book, so you'll see. The Devil Knows Your Name, David Aristarkov. Another book that I'm just like, yeah. I don't care. I'm very optimistic about this year's book. I feel like the new releases in 2023 were pretty horrible, to be honest. And I'm going to rant a little bit here. But I feel like the quality of the books that are released it's just incredibly down right now. And I feel like there's a lot coming out, but most of it is just so bland. Like, I have less and less 5 stars the more the years go by. And it annoys me a lot. But I have like huge expectations for this year. I feel like a lot of big names are coming back with new books. So I'm just like so happy. Then I have this, the Tusks of Extinction. I talked about this one not that long ago because I read this author's previous work, The Mountain in the Sea, in anticipation to actually read this. They're not related in any way, or at least I don't know. But this author writes very weird sci-fi in a sense that he usually gives like consciousness, advanced consciousness to like animals and such, which makes you think a lot. And this one is about mammoths, like bringing back mammoths, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't know, but this one sounds great. Like, I like the other one. It was about octopi becoming intelligent and becoming sentient, basically. And I don't know, I have a good feeling about this one too. It looks cool, honestly. Then I have this one here alone for the cover, and because I don't feel like we have enough dragon books. This might be like controversial, I don't know, who cares? Might be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like dragons used to be like such a staple in fantasy, and now they're very relegated to just being in covers and not appear in the book. So I just really hope that this book gives us dragons, basically. I miss dragons, dude. They're my like favorite magical creature, and I miss them so badly. Like, they're so cool, so dangerous. Like, I know we have like House of the Dragon, but that's it. Honestly, that's it. Then I have here Fathomfolk, is it called? I already have this. I had an arc for a couple of months, though I didn't actually read it yet. I really need to, though, before the end of the month, and I will do it. This is basically about a town that is half afloat and and half drowned. And in the drowned part, we have like we have like mermaids and kelpies and such, and then we have the humans above, and they are apparently not dealing well with one another. I don't know, sounds amazing. I really like very like folklore and mythologically heavy books. Really like them. So I have like, when I read the summary of this, I was just like, okay, this sounds great. And also this cover, I feel like the quality of the books inside has been on a decline and the quality of the covers has been up, except for the ones with AI that are fucking horrible, honestly. Obviously, one that I'm also extremely excited about, Disquiet Gods by Christopher Rocchio. This is book 6 in the Sunnier series. I really want to reread this series, honestly. I've been feeling on a huge reread mood since a couple of months. Like last year I reread so many books and I don't do that. But I'm on the mood. I'm on the mood to do that, and I feel like reading Sun Eater because this series is just top tier science fiction and top tier literature, honestly. It's just so fucking good. It's about a guy who destroyed a solar system, basically. And it's amazing. And it's book 6 and I won't tell you anything about it, except that you read it. It's a must. This one I'm kind of excited, honestly. But this is Heavenly Tyrant, which is book 2 after Iron Widow. And I really liked Iron Widow because it reminded me a lot of Pacific Rim. And I'm very basic in this regard, with meaning that I really like robots hitting each other. Giant robots hitting each other. I also love giant monsters fighting each other. Godzilla and Godzilla Year Zero was amazing. Like, I highly recommend it. It was incredible. If you have not seen it, just watch it. It was great. So yeah, this is also like following a very like villainous character, which I really like that, and I'm really excited about this one. Also cover. I have another sci-fi here. It's a standalone, honestly, and I'm not huge on standalones. I much prefer series, but this one has something. This is called Past Crimes. And this is really cool because I feel like it's a little bit of a throwaway stone to all the people that is obsessed with true crime. It's basically about a world where people that are obsessed like with true crime do not only listen, but they partake in these areas, and it's just amazing. It sounds really cool. I don't know. I just really want to give this one a chance. It has very cool reviews for it being not out yet. So it gives me a little bit of hope, honestly, because each time I check a book on NetGalley, then it has like very low ratings. Then we have The Book of Doors, which is basically about a book that allows you to open doors to anywhere. And I feel like this is going to be more kind of philosophical. Like, oh my god, now you're finding your true purpose. Then like a cool fantasy story. But I'm kind of curious, honestly. I'm kind of curious, so I will give this one a chance. I feel like it might be closer to The Thousand Doors of January than to a more like fantasy story. So we'll see. This one I'm also very excited about, but this is The 13th Child by Erin Akrek. And I'm really excited because this author has become one of my auto-read authors. Like, she writes atmosphere in such a cool way, and she does it greatly, honestly. I really like the atmosphere in her books, and each time that I want something creepy, I basically grab one of her books or one from the author of The Rules for Vanishing. Basically, it's just, there's no middle ground. It's just her or the other one. But they write really cool, like mysterious, horror-y type of stories. And she's coming up with another one. And she also writes like more horror-y retellings. She's great, honestly. She's great. And the last one that I'm going to talk about is not for certain that it's coming out this year. But dude, I hope so. I hope so, because this is the sequel to The Will of the Many, and I need the sequel of this book. Oh, what is it called? Give me a second. The Strength of the Few. I need this. Like, I just reread The Will of the Many, it's just such a good book. Like, holy shit. It's one of the best plots that I have read in such a long time. And even though I read it like 6 months ago, I was just like, I need to read this. And the moment I stopped reading it, I felt like starting it again. This doesn't happen to me. This doesn't happen to me. And it's just so good. I need the sequel. I know it maybe come out in 2025, but I need it now. I need it because the ending is such a cliffhanger. I need to know. I need to know. Please tell me. I have first sent me requesting an arc of this book. Like, also, audiobook for this book, amazing. The first time I read it physically, this time I listened to it. Dude, the other day I stayed up till like 3 a.m. just finishing this. I had like 3 hours left. Or 4, I don't remember. But I went to bed early and I was just like, you know, I don't feel like reading today. I'm just going to listen to a little bit of this while I fall asleep. I didn't fall asleep. I didn't. I just stayed up listening to this because I was so excited. I need this so badly, please. So yeah, these are the books that I have on my radar for this year. Have you heard about any of these? What is your most anticipated release for 2024? Also, maybe behind the Sword of Kagan, I have Master of Swords and Master Artificer. Maybe the next one will be coming out this year. Extremely excited also for that too. But yeah, I'm going to just answer for you. Just let me know in the comments below, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.